Hello, it's Miss Heather, piano and voice teacher at Conservatory of the Ozarks, and I'm doing the second question from my Handbell's study guide. So, major manufacturers of handbells. Whitechapel from London, they have the heaviest bells. Schulmerich are English handbells, and the bass bells are slightly lighter. They're from Pennsylvania. The Malmark bells are also from Pennsylvania, and they're also English handbells. Pettit and Friston are Dutch. They're not English handbells, but more like tower bells with M3. Carden bells from the tower by the Marine Memorial is a Pettit and Friston, given to the USA by the Netherlands for liberating them during World War II. John Taylor are tower bells. They're English, similar to Whitechapel, but they don't make handbells anymore. Question number 3. Ways handbells can be used in a worship service. Techniques include random ringing, when you should avoid minor seconds. You might want to use all of the pentatonic scale tones only, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It requires little musical skill or previous handbell experience. A random ring can begin suddenly or gradually. A random ring may resolve to the tonic chord of an opening hymn or may be used at the conclusion of a hymn. Handbell clusters. Again, you should avoid minor seconds. It's a defined group of handbells rung simultaneously at a designated point in the music. Particularly, this technique is particularly adaptable to free form, unmetered singing by a cantor, chola, or congregation. Handbells used in a chord cluster can include all pitches of the pentatonic scale. It can add vitality to the beginning of a sung composition and can help punctuate verses of psalms or litanies, maintaining pitch and rhythmic pulse. Handbell peals. Handbells can play peals by entering in an established descending sequential order. Once all the handbells have begun to ring, the peal continues in the established rhythm pattern and order. The peal may end with a chord cluster or by the highest pitch bell stopping first, then the remaining handbells stopping in the sequence in which they began. The lowest bell is always the last to begin and end a sequence. Use this technique at the church door, on festive occasions, at processionals, hymn intros or endings, and practice the beginning and ending of the peals. Change ringing. 3 or more pitches used in a mathematical sequence is how you do change ringing. It emulates early English tower bell change ringing. The order in which the bells are rung follows precise and intricate mathematical rules. This can be used at the church door or in processionals. Ringers will need to rehearse the pattern, but do not necessarily need to be able to read music. Tolls. A toll is a single handbell rung at random or in strict time, imitating the ringing of a tower bell until the vibrations of the handbell cease. After the sound of the previous strike has become silent, until the handbell is rung again. Bass bells are recommended for tolls, but pitches can be doubled in 1 or more octaves. Ringers can be placed in different locations throughout the worship space for consecutive tolls. Bell trees. Bell trees are formed by interlocking the handles of handbells. A bell tree begins with the lowest pitch at the bottom of the bell tree and builds upward to the highest pitch. Hold the tree with one hand while the other hand strikes the bell with a mallet. Bell trees are heavy to hold. You may walk around while playing a bell tree. Dampen at the end of a phrase, or, whenever appropriate, by touching the bell with a gloved mallet hand, or dampen the entire tree simultaneously by contacting the tree with your body. Bell tree parts should be memorized. And question number 4. Techniques. Identify symbols, describe techniques, and demonstrate techniques. BD stands for brush damp. It indicates that a ringing handbell is brushed downward against the chest, resulting in a sudden reduction of volume. This technique may be used when a soft ring follows a loud ring with the same handbell. The effect simulates a forte piano. So I think that's, a and then a rather than a actual dampen. CD stands for controlled diminuendo. After ringing a handbell, particularly a large handbell, slide your gloved hand up the outside of the handbell toward the rim of the casting. Varying degrees of pressure will control the diminuendo, like that. Two concentric circles with a cross, an X over the top of it, is the damp sign. A J with an arrow on top of it is the echo sign. Handbells are rung on beat 1 and then lightly but precisely touched to the padded table on the counts indicated. A circle with an arrow at the top is a gyro. You ring the handbell, then slowly rotate the wrist to create a slight variation in the sound. Handbell tree is 3 or more handbells with interlocking handles. HB stands for handbells. HC stands for hand chimes. HD stands for hand damp. An HD with large handbells, when more than 1 or 2 fingers on the casting, is insufficient to produce the desired staccato effect. The hand may be placed on the outside of the handbell casting as the handbell is rung. This technique is also useful when a staccato note quickly follows a rung note, or vice versa. So instead of just this, like the whole hand on the casting. The square-shaped note heads are used to signal hand chimes. It distinguishes the hand chime part from a handbell part when both are notated on the same staff. A triangle with a frowny face at the top of it is a hand martellato. It's a conventional martellato with the hand on the outside of the handbell casting instead of on the handle. LV, so let vibrate. It allows the handbell to resonate regardless of the note values or rests until dampening is indicated. Mallets. Mallets are available in different densities and shapes. Mallets are available in different weights and sizes. The mallet should produce approximately the same timbre as the clapper head does on a soft setting. It is extremely important that the mallet of the proper weight, size, and hardness be used to strike the handbell on the outside of the casting near the lip. Improper use of mallets may damage the handbell casting. A plus sign indicates a mallet on a suspended handbell. So you hold the handbell on the handle and strike it with a mallet. A plus sign with a dot underneath means you use the mallet with the handbell on the table. It indicates the handbell is resting on a padded table and that on the outside of the casting near the lip of the handbell, it is struck with a mallet of the appropriate size, weight, and hardness. A plus sign with a dot underneath and an arrow pointing up to the right of it is a mallet lift, executed by lifting the handbell immediately after striking it while on the table. So, and then 3 tilted lines over the top of a whole note over the top of a plus sign is a mallet roll on a suspended handbell. Like, and 3 slanted lines over the top of a whole note over the top of a plus sign over the top of a dot is the mallet roll with a handbell on the table. A triangle with a point facing down is a martellato. It indicates a handbell is rung by holding it by the handle and gently striking the full body of the handbell horizontally on the padded table. Martellato lift indicates a martellato followed by a lifting of the handbell immediately to allow the sound to continue. OPT stands for optional notes. Brackets are used as enclosures for optional notes. PL means pluck. It indicates the plucking technique. Handbells are placed on a padded table and sounded by moving the damper manually. PL with a arrow to the right and a dot to the left of the arrow means pluck lift. So you pluck the handbell in the normal fashion and then immediately lift it from the padded table so it continues to sound. R means ring. It indicates the normal manner of ringing and dampening according to note values. Use R to indicate a return to the normal ringing and dampening techniques after a passage when another style or technique, such as plucking, has been used. It is understood that handbells are to be rung in a normal fashion at the beginning of a piece without the use of the symbol R. RT means ring touch. It indicates that a handbell is rung close to the shoulder with an immediate touch of the handbell to the shoulder to stop the sound. A squiggly line means to roll the chord by ringing the notes of the chord in rapid succession from low to high rather than sounding the notes simultaneously. A damp sign with on the stem of multiple notes indicates to dampen chord tones. The damp sign on a single note indicates you should dampen the single note. A squiggly line that is horizontal indicates a shake. It's a rapid shaking of a handbell with a clapper striking both sides of the handbell. The duration is shown by the note value. An arrow facing down and then another arrow facing up indicates a swing. You swing with your full arm after ringing the handbell. If arrows are used to indicate swings, they should be synchronized with the beats on which the swings occur. Numbers may be used to specify the beats on which the swings are made. Lines are used to indicate voice leading. They're called voice leading lines. TD stands for thumb damp. It indicates the handbells are placed on a padded table and sounded by moving the clapper. Or no, that one I have written down wrong. You have your thumb on the casting and you dampen the thumb by ringing with your thumb on there. TLD stands for table land damp. Damp the handbell by pressing it mouth down onto a padded table on a given beat. This technique may not be possible on handbells with clappers projecting beyond the length of the handbell. So that TPL is tap pluck. TPL indicates that the handbells are placed on a padded table and then sounded by tapping the clapper downwards with the thumb. TR stands for trill, indicates alternating the ringing of two handbells of adjacent pitches. Both pitches should be notated. The simultaneous shaking of two handbells of adjacent pitches is often used to simulate a trill. VIB stands for vibrato. After ringing the handbell, gently move the handbell from side to side using the wrist but not the arm to produce a wavering sound. Voicer's mark is a permanently scribed line out inside the handbell casting applied by the voicing technician to identify the point of optimal tone response at which the clapper is aligned in the striking plane. Archaic terminology. BUC, bells used chart, now referred to as HUC, handbells used chart. The line with an arrow pointing up and down at the same time was for echo. LVUHC stood for let vibrate until harmony changes. Toll means swing, and TS means tower swing or swing. And we'll stop there at the end of question 4.